I've been walking down this road not knowing if I stray, but I keep on moving forward even when I felt afraid. And with the wings of an eagle, I know someday I'll rise, even when the storm is heavy and the winds are in my eyes. Faster than the lightning, higher than the sun, my faith becomes a lighthouse when my strength is almost gone. And when I lost myself and didn't know who I could be, it was there inside the silence that the Lord came back to me. But even then I say, God, I'm not okay. My wings are torn and shaking. My soul is getting tired from every fight I've been facing. I'm not okay, but you help me stand again. And though I'm weak and broken, I call your name, amen. The winds of all my past still try to drag me down again, but I planted both my feet, I won't go where I've already been. And when the darkness whispers that I ain't worth a thing, I close my eyes in faith and listen to the hope you bring. I've carried hidden scars no other eyes have ever seen, memories that cut deeper than they ever should have been. But if you hear me, Lord, I know I'll make it through the pain. 'Cause even in my desert, I can hear you call my name. God, I'm not okay. This road is getting heavy, and the strength I used to carry feels too far and out of reach already. God, I'm not okay, but when fear begins to speak, I close my eyes in silence, and your voice lifts up the weak. And I've cried out to the heavens, asking strength to rise again. I've carried on my shoulders things that should have made me in. But every scar the years have drawn across this heart of mine reminds me I survived it all, and I'm still walking the line. And when the lonely night sat down with me at last, bringing memories and shadows from the corners of my past, even in the wounds I tried so hard to hide away, I felt your hand beside me whisper, son, you'll be okay. God, I'm not okay. My soul is torn and tired, but in the quiet of the night, Lord, you keep my heart in the straw. They're gonna not okay, but I'm still holding on. 'Cause even broken in the darkness, your light keeps leading me on. God, I'm not okay, but I stand when you call my name. And even when my wings are shattered, you teach this heart to rise again. Yeah, you teach this heart to rise again. I know what it's like to fall. I know what it feels like to have the weight of the world on me. What you don't know is my story. I came from zero, no excuses, no fear, no audience, no applause, just courage. The noise of the world tries to suffocate, but my mind is a fortress that won't break. The mirror reflects not just who I am, but what the battle shaped and made of me. The marks don't hurt, they're medals on my skin, a living proof that the fight is what makes me win. Scars in the mirror tell the story of my fight. Every fall, every battle turns into my might. Effort is the flame, the fight never ends. My strength lifts me up when the world tries to divide. The road I walk, each step holds a story. Sweat and courage etched in my memory. Challenges come, trying to break me down, but I learned in every fall, I learned to rise, to fly. The fight's not over, I'm just getting started. Every scar's a story, every wound is charted. I rise from the ashes, from the dust I stand. Nothing can break me, I won't fall again. Scars in the mirror tell the story of my fight. Every fall, every battle turns into my might. Effort is the flame, the fight never ends. My strength lifts me up when the world tries to divide. Every scar is my guide, every mistake's my lesson. I stay strong, feeding my ambition, no second guessing. The road is long, the path is tough, but every obstacle makes me rougher and more than enough. And even if the storm tries to swallow me whole, my will and my fight won't lose control. Victory's just a start, the fight never ends. If you think you'll see me at the top, you don't know the best. Every step's a win, every mistake's a gain. I keep pushing forward, eyes locked on my next lane. Scars in the mirror tell the story of my fight. Every fall, every battle turns into my might. Every us to divide.
They say I show up in the reflection before the blade even shines. Some talk about me like I'm a legend, but I'm only the consequence they don't want to face. I'm no hero and no villain, I'm what was left standing after the war. I carry scars that don't bleed anymore, but they remind me every day to do what's right. I'm the border between the good and the chaos. I walk alone because it's all I've ever known. And even with the shadows trying to pull me back, I keep moving steady, 'cause someone has to face what everyone else pretends not to see. And when the silence of the midnight gets too deep, my whistle cuts the air slow, not to scare the innocent, but to remind the wicked that I'm still out there. When the wind whistles, I feel the past trying to call me back. My story runs through the streets now, whispered fear, twisted growing into a legend without it ever being my choice at all. Whenever you're alone at night on the road, remember this: the moon's reflection will show. The footprints the wind tries, but never manages to erase. I don't want glory, I'm not seeking forgiveness. I just faced what history tried to hide. The city needed a monster to keep its peace, so I dressed as one and started to whistle. But I never let the shadows take me whole, 'cause in the end, I still choose what's good. And when the silence of the midnight gets too deep, my whistle cuts the air slow, not to scare the innocent, but to remind the wicked that I'm still out there. The sun sank low behind the ridges, dust in my boots, wind whispering secrets. Two men rode up with crooked smiles, dark eyes hiding a deadly scheme. Come with us, they said, there's fortune down the road. But I felt in my chest something was off. They talked sweet, trying to ease my mind, but my hand on the holster wasn't far behind. Two faces on the trail try to play me for a fool, but I learned early nobody bends my rule. Every cheap trick, every forged word left in the dust, I walked undeterred. In the canyon, I felt the trap close in. The wind carried whispers of the night's grim sin. I stepped slow, eyes sharp, watching them fall. One calculated move, and I outsmarted them all. Two faces on the trail try to play me for a fool, but I learned early nobody bends my rule. Every cheap trick, every forged word left in the dust, I walked undeterred. The night watch silent, stars burning slow. I kept my soul steady, controlled the show. Life in the West teaches liars pay in dirt, and those with courage always escape the hurt. Two faces on the trail try to play me for a fool, but I learned early nobody bends my rule. The shadows stayed behind, danger left in the sand. I ride strong on the trail, master of my own land.